everyone, this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I'm doing basically one stroke type strokes using watercolors. I'm going to be using the Turner, get it on here right, Turner Artist Watercolor. It's a 18 set, the small little tubes, just little tubes. The colors I'm using today are, I don't know, Phthalo Green. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Sap Green, Permanent Gamboge, Permanent Yellow, Chinese White, and Ultramarine. Alright, again, these are just small little tubes that I bought just to sample doing some watercolor with instead of using the little cubes. I'm going to be painting on this multimedia cards by Strathmore. They are acid free, so they're great to do different types of mediums on, including the acrylics. And then I'm using these long-handled paint brushes. They're Amagic is the brand, a number 6 and a number 8. Again, they have really long handles, which I'm not used to using, so bear with me here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually get my brush a little wet. I don't want a lot of water in it, just a little bit. And I have little amounts of the paint on my plate. I am going to dip one side into the white and start doing my design on this card. Alright, so make sure I'm doing the right side of it. I think so. Oh, and I just got it dirty. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. Again, I am just going to be doing a design that's similar to me painting with the regular acrylics. So I'm just going to do like a wiggle shape, and come back over here. I'm going to do it again, just darken it up a little bit, and then come back over and do this, just pulling it up, doing the same thing. And I can dip the blue side into both of the blues, and I wanted to put a little water in there. Come back over here, because I'm going to have the design kind of trailing up the card. And you can see there's a slight difference in the blue. It's a little bit more vibrant. But it's just a very, very slight difference, not real noticeable. Again, I can put them back in there into both of those colors and I want to make sure my brush is going the right direction. Pull it down and go up. Very easy. And then I'm going to just keep going up here, and hopefully my designs will get a little bit bigger. My petals, my flower designs will get a little bit bigger as I go up. But we'll see. That's my intention, at least. I don't want to put too much paint on my brush or too much water on my brush. But I'm just going to go like this and complete it. Come back over, do the same thing. I'm double loading. I can hit on the side here and do just my quick wiggle of my brush. And hopefully you can see this okay. Just a quick wiggle. I'm putting it down, not even quite pressing down really very hard. And then I should do little blending strokes here where I forget, and then pulling it up here. And continue on, doing the same thing until I complete it. And I'm kind of staggering them a little bit. I don't want it to be that they're in a straight line with a space completely in between, if that makes sense. And I'm just wiggling it, pushing down a little bit, because these are kind of a little bit longer bristles than what I'm used to using. See how long they are? They're definitely longer than what I'm used to. pull it up. I can kind of come out here a little bit, just kind of venture out a little ways. And then just pull this and bring it up like that. And then kind of go in the middle. Like I said, I'm trying not to have it to where it's completely open, like a straight line down the center. I really liked using the watercolors. Now keep in mind, unless you use that ground that I've shown in a couple other videos, you're going to need to make sure that you're doing a watercolor surface, because not all surfaces are great for applying watercolor. So you do have to watch that. But these are really kind of easy, quite fun. You know, you can actually end up with some smaller ones towards the top if you want. Do this one again. This is not your typical watercolor. This is still doing stroke work, but using watercolor. I'm going to come over here. I think I'm going to add another one out this direction. And there you go. Alright, so then the next step is going to be to I'm taking the smaller brush, the number 6, I grab it backwards, the number 6, and I'm going to be using the greens and the yellow. And I could actually tip it into a little bit of that yellow that I'm using, the darker yellow, the two, blend it in. I want to get a little bit more water in my brush though. Alright, so I'm going to start down here and just do a stem and kind of just pull it up into, just keep going up the little line here with it. You can always go back over it to clean it up. You know, if it's dry or hits it kind of dry, you can always go in, put a little bit more water on your brush, and then continue on if you want. Or you can make it like I could have gone up this way, making it look like it hooked to the stem above. But I'm just going to go like this for now, and then I'll just keep going here. And then we can add in some leaves. I'm going to go back over this one and then try to go up like that. And then this is where I say, like, you can go like it's coming up from underneath, and you can make it to where there's multi branches. It doesn't have to be a single. But I'm just going to do some quick little easy petals. Oh shoot, I just knocked my water over. Great, sorry about that. Okay, so when I say I'm going to do some quick little easy petals, I'm just going to push them down and pull them up. Push them down and pull them up. And I can, you know, just kind of rotate and dip. Pull them up. That one was not as clean as I was hoping. Alright, and then we're going to do like this and pull it up. Pretty easy, right? I like it. I like doing it like this. It's fun. It's so easy to do. Just push it down and pull it up. And you don't have to go crazy with leaves on this project. or you can. And if you follow me, you know I more likely will probably go a little crazier with the leaves than some may anticipate. And you can just keep dabbing in some water if you feel like it's getting too dry. And then come back this way. Just pull it. I hope you're seeing this. I have my camera angled, I'm not sure how well it's coming across. And you can always, you know, dip in, come back and put just real slight little stems here. To reload. Slight little stems. It's very easy, very light touch. And do that here. So you can do it this way and not have any of those, what do I want to say, any of these kind of branches or things that come up around. But I kind of like to have, since they're little flowers, kind of like to have the greenery coming up around it somewhat. I think that's pretty. I'm using the darker green. Pulled a little blue into that one, which is fine, but I'm using a slightly different color green. It's just the darker of the two. Pulling it up. Back here, do the same here. And you just do just a light line around it, like that. Oops, just forgot which direction this little flower was going. A little up, and we'll bring that around. And do the same here. It's getting a little dry, so I need to dip back into my water a little bit. And you can have a, you know, a towel, paper towel, whatever you're using to actually, you know, dap your brush on to kind of minimize the amount of paint you're getting in it, so it doesn't run all over the place. Alright, so I have it like that. I'm going to clean up my brush a little bit. And then I want to put some yellow in this, some brighter yellow. Now you can leave it, like I said, just like this, or if you want to come in and, I'm not sure how well this is going to show on here, but if you want to come in and just do a few wiggly leaves, you can do that. Do it again. Clean it up more. And I'm going to come back through here, go in the same direction, and pull it up like that. And I might take some of the darker green and pull it in like that. Don't have to do a lot of them. Just do, you know, a few here and there. Kind of wherever you feel like you need it. This one's a little dry, so I'm going to stick it in some water, get that paint to move again. And there you go. Now on this I can turn it if I want and do more of a leaf like this and pull it down. Come back over here You know what, I want the green to go out that way though. And go back over it again, just to finish it off right. And I can stick it into that darker green and pull the stem down in it, just like that. Like I said, I'm not going to do a lot of these leaves, but I just wanted to show you that you could mix them in if you wanted to. And maybe come up here and do another one. Very pretty, very pretty. And then I think I'm going to, you could leave it like that actually if you wanted to. Come back down here and just do a really, really skinny leaf. Whoops. And then I'm going to pull it from here down into there. Now, excuse me, sorry. Then I'm going to just do one more in here as far as this goes. And just do one of the pulls. And I'll take a little bit of the darker green and go up in here. Like I said, you can go back over it. Just keep it thin and light, or you can make them a little darker, however you want to do it. And last but not least, sorry about that, it's going to roll. You can take I'm going to use a dotting tool. I tried to use the brush on my sample and I think I like the dotting tool better, but I'm going to go into the lighter green, or lighter yellow, excuse me, and just do some dotting inside these. And I did, like I said, I did the darker before, the darker brown, probably was yellow ochre actually, and not the one I'm using right now. But I like the lighter so that it shows up better. The darker did not show up very well. But as any of my paintings, you could you know, use different colors. You don't have to use the colors I'm using or the paints I'm using. I just know that I was kind of experimenting with this paint today, trying to see if it would be one that I could do this style of painting with, and I think it is definitely a good match for my painting style. So it's watercolor on paper, making a card. And it's just, you know, cards cost so much anymore that if you can do something and do your own, and maybe not even for everything, just simple little occasions, or if you send out thank you notes to people, or hey, how you doing kind of deal, they would be nice. So there you have it. Pretty darn easy. A little time consuming maybe, but I don't think it's too bad. I hope you like it. If you do, give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to be notified whenever I post something new. If you will watch this till the end, hit that share button underneath the video and share it on your social network with all your family and friends. That I would be grateful for as well. Alright, thanks so much again for stopping by, and until the next time, you have a good one.